Hello, welcome to Myo Devine Visions. Today I'm sharing my personal journey, which include powerful comparisons with modern youth lifestyles, particularly from the perspective of a 17 years old. At this age, I was full of energy, emotions, and confusions. This version contrasts the modern path I was on with my transformative 9 days journey in a temple. My inner battle, the beginning of my spiritual journey, transitioning from distraction to awareness. At 17, we all know how the mind works. And at it's the age when emotions run high and impulses often take the leads. You're drawn to attractions. You want to be noticed, to look good, and to feel accepted. And I stood at the end of two walls. One was the wall I was born into, and a wall of noise, distractions, restlessness, a digital escape. The other was a quiet wall, so I never expected to encounter the secrets of silence, of temples, prayer, meditations, and disciplined lifestyles. Between these two walls, I discovered my true self. Like many young people at my age, I was full of energy. But it wasn't balanced. It was chaotic, driven by impulses, emotions, and the hormones of youth. I didn't know how to lead this energy output. I was overwhelmed by the pressures of identities, expectations, and social comparisons and internal confusions. I had questions deep down, but no one was capable to giving me answers. What do I do? My attention was scattered, my habits reactive, and my thoughts unstable. I look alive on the outside, but inside, I was searching. In today's world, most young people are caught in a current of constant stimulations, social media scrolls, fast dopamine hits, endless comparisons, and hormones hijack. We're told to chase success, beauty, attentions, and speed. But we're rarely taught to pause, to reflect, or to ask. It made me feel things like, who am I really? With my names and my belongingness, what is the purpose of all this? Just keep thinking, what should I do? This energy inside me. It got me thinking so deep. And I would say I was lucky because my parent knew my inner unstable talks and gave me unexpected opportunities to stay 9 days in a temple. Can you imagine that? I thought I could make it possible. But at first, I didn't fully understand the gift I was being handed. But I went there, dressed in saffrons. I entered a space where silence was the norm. and the noise of the world fell away because of the environment, and all my peers are disciplined, and each morning begins at 4 a.m. at a time most of my peers would call inhumans in my classroom. But it turned out to be the most peaceful hours I had ever experienced. We follow strict discipline, practice awareness, and sat with ourselves. And that alone was revolutionary. For the first time, I was being silenced. And I was observing all around and myself. Then the Guru arrived. The most remarkable teacher I had encountered at that point in my life. His presence was calm, yet powerful, and his deep of philosophical wisdoms left a lasting impact on me. I was very surprised. He didn't speak like a teacher, lecturer, or an instructor. He was a true scholar. His voice carried strength, and his words carry energy. You could feel them something touch inside you if you listen. He delves into the complexities of life, asking questions that went straight to my soul. Not only me, lots of our peers are in deep thinking. And I want to share a couple of examples of what he says. What that left me deep impressions on me. He said, look within. You have limitless potential that divine is within you. Why are you afraid of silence? He said. Is your body leading your mind? Or your soul leading your body? And he said, are you wasting your sacred energy on a few seconds of pleasure instead of learning how to transform it into purpose and power? Or directing it towards your goals that last? That was powerful questions, and I was stunned. No one had ever spoken to me that. Not in school, not online, not even in my own minds. And slowly, his presence began to shape something inside me. The more his talks goes, the more I remember Bhagavad Gita, the ancient scriptures that unfolds in the middle of the Mahabharata battlefields. And I realized on that moment I was like Arjun's 17 years old versions, and lost, overwhelmed, and unsure of what to fight for. And I remember that Guru said, Arjun had asked Krishna, why do I fight? Why much I suffer? Why does life feel like a war? And Krishna answered it beautifully. This body is temporary, Krishna said, and the soul is eternal. Do your duty, act with detachment, lift yourselves by your higher self. Because he was a guiding to Arjun, So that was a powerful, answers. And in that temple, face a battle, unlike any others, like not with externals enemies, but with the shadow within myself, ignorance, desires, fears, and guilt. I was then that I realized I had spent most of my youth allowing my bodies and mind to dictate my life, following impulses without fully comprehending their consequences. And I asked myself, what if I fails my real life tests in spite of having this knowledge, this amazing, brilliant beach? And during that time, Krishna words returned to me. No sincere effort on this path is ever lost. Even a little progress protects you from greater fear. That gave me hope. It gave me strength to keep going, even when the discomfort of self-reflection was intense. Many of my peers struggles with similar inner battles. We pretend to be confident, but secretly there's fear of judgment, a search for validations, and a lack of self-love. We chase excitement, yes, only to feel empty afterwards. We confuse pleasure with fulfillments and seek control. And after that, we feel out of control within. Let's dive deep into how people seem to be constantly posting perfect selfies on social media, and they use all these filters and captions that make them look so confident, but deep down I think they're worried about whether they they are enough or comparing themselves to others. They are always checking their Instagrams or TikToks to see who's like their stories or videos like that. The eyes are always in there. And they feel good when they get attentions, but when it's tough, they feel insecure and unsure of their worth without external praise. What can we do about it? You can see that to all of the people, great influencer as well, they go to parties, watch shows, and play games for hours. And it feels fun in the moment, but later they say this quiet sense of emptiness, like nothing real happened. And they even watch porn and seek temporary pleasures. I mean, pleasures, but then they feel guilty, isolated, low on energy. So on the other hand, they say that feeling fulfills come from creating something, helping someone, or growing as a person. It's like they're trying to control their great appearance or how others see them, but inside they are struggling with anxiety, overthinking, or emotional up and downs, and they don't even know how to manage. So we are here to learn and navigate our emotion intellect to the right tracks. So let me continue that. In the temples, the guru showed me something different. He showed me how to observe my mind, how to sit with my emotions, how to redirect my energy. Not downward into addictions, but upward into awareness. So, how do I lead my energy upwards? I ask. We all, not only me, all of our peers ask and smile and first know that your energy is sacred. You don't need to suppress it, just learn to channel it through breathing, disciplines, service, and silence. Let your fire become light, not destruction, he said. And that changed into me everything. Before that temples, I reacted to life. It's like someone said something rude to me and I immediately got angry or argue back. And I scrolled through my phones or hours without realizing how much time I had wasted. I felt bored or restless, and so I looked for quick distractions like junk food, games, or social medias. I compare myself constantly to others online and felt low about my own life. After those 9 days, I began to reflect on it. Once someone upset me, I took deep breathings and thought, why I am reacting like this? Before responding, I became more aware of how I spend my time and start using it for things like that, both peace or growth. I learned to sit with my boredoms or emotions, observing them instead of escaping them. Instead of comparing, I started appreciating what I had and focus on my own path. That was beautiful. I was slowly, gradually becoming stable with my sadhana, like disciplines, meditation, japa, waking up early in mornings, do prayer, japa, and keep inspiring myself with my guru words. I was listening every day, and slowly, I had changed to seeing my behavior. Before, I was emotionally unstable. After I began developing emotionally intelligence. Before, I was a restless mind in a restless world. And after, I became a seeker, one who asks deeper questions and is not afraid of the answers. The modern lifestyles for youth is fast, loud, and filled with distractions. As I'm lucky, I now know how to navigate my mind. I'm trying to encourage myself to become the best version of me. What I learned is that clarity, peace, and purpose that don't come from running faster. They come from stopping and listening inward. Just like Arjun, we all have a choice to run from our battlefields or to face it with wisdom. I chose to face it, and I am still learning every day. Not I understand because of the lesson I have learned. Now I understand that the teenage years are not just a time of confusions. They are also times of great spiritual power. If that energy is guided, it becomes a force of transformations. If not, it turns into chaos. I'm eternally grateful for my guru who did not give me answer. Who didn't he gave me not only answers but gave me better questions. And who didn't try to fix me, but he showed me how to see myself. His presence pulled me out of incredible darkness, not through miracles, but through truths. And now I walk different paths. I may still be young, but I am not lost. My journey continues, the energy still flows, but now it's moved upwards. I live not just to exist, but to awaken. So let's learn together. I'm here for you. Thank you so much.